The Very Best of Jackson Browne, a double CD I picked up in a library sale. Often singer-songwriters who write on guitar will substitute melody for nuance, not singing pure notes but splitting syllables with semi-improvised ornamentation. I have always assumed that Jackson Browne composed on a piano. I know from my own experience that on a piano your fingers can find the melody before you give it to your voice. You can tinkle around finding melodies with the right hand while trying out the chords with the left. Jackson Browne is known for his songwriting, and he seems to have a lot of respect for both his own songs and the cover songs he performs. He has a good singing voice, but it is all about the song. He faithfully keeps to the melody with minimal vocal gymnastics. The early songs on this chronological album were successfully covered by other artists, notably Doctor My Eyes by the Jacksons and Taking It Easy by Eagles. There is a great song called These Days which was covered by Nico. I like these songs, but I do not much like the recordings. I used to have a live album by Southside Johnny and the Asbury Jukes. It featured a part where they start to play the song Taking It Easy, using some insipid Eagles type guitar strumming, only to then show how they do it on the East Coast, when the band come thundering in with some high-octane brass-driven soul rock. Jackson Browne's version of Taking It Easy actually has some pedal steel guitar, which is always a red flag for me. I admire the Jackson Browne classic The Pretender, but I know I would have liked it much more had it been recorded by the E Street Band rather than some laid-back LA session musicians. The first CD ends with the only song sung by Jackson Browne that I can remember being a hit. It comes after a song which has him celebrating his road crew and asking them to take his piano away last in case he might want to continue playing it. This then ends with his cover of the song Stay. It was an odd single because without the song before it there is no explanation as to why he's singing about roadies and unions. Anyone of my age will remember it, especially the falsetto chorus. The second CD starts with another of his classic songs, Running on Empty. The songs on the second CD have more oomph, more Billy Joel. They flirt with 80s production but are not brought down by it. There is the insanely catchy Somebody's Baby and some cutting cynicism in tracks like Lawyers in Love. However, the high point for me was the only other cover, the song called I Am a Patriot, a song written by Steve Van Zandt, who is Bruce Springsteen's best friend and guitarist, leader of Little Steven and the Disciples of Soul, and Silvio Dante in The Sopranos, and one of my heroes. It tells how liberals can also be patriots. The Very Best of Jackson Browne.